Okay, people of the free world, it's me again, Charles Hiller, affectionately known as Chuck. I told you in my last video that you would be seeing me again, and ta-da, uh, off topic. Go Eagles, go Eagles. You see us out there. Yeah, Jalen Hurts, do your thing, and we gonna win the Super Bowl. Back on topic. I was in the library at the institution the other day, which, I frequent that a lot. Since my incarceration, I take education very seriously. And so I'm very inquisitive. I love to sometimes just go down the library just to peruse. I just grab books and I just look through them. And I ran across some medical encyclopedias. And then looking through the medical encyclopedias, one of them had the title it said skin. So I grabbed it, opened it up, began to flip pages. And as I began to flip pages, my interest stopped on burn victims. And, it was pretty graphic. It was showing pictures of, people who, have been burned, different kinds of burns, chemical burns, electrical burns, fire burns. And the process of depending on the degree of burn, if the degree of burn is serious enough, I think that's 3rd and 4th degree burns, then, the process of healing is really critical. Most don't make it. But for those who do make it, the process of healing is very important. And what has to happen is they have to get skin grafts. And the book showed, the many type of, over the years, the things that doctors have tried in regards to trying to replicate real skin and trying to regenerate the cells that were destroyed by whatever caused the burn. And so what it made me, when I looked at the different types and, all that the different doctors went through over the years to, improve on the skin grafting process, because there's some skin over the years that when you place it on the burned patient's body, it won't take. And if it doesn't take, the body will reject it and fight against you, and you can get infected and in turn die from that. Just trying to, heal, you can die. So, like I said, I guess it made me think about early on in my incarceration, I lost my sister to a fire and my nephew. And I guess I'll forever have a hole for my sister, the loss of her and my nephew. But it also made me think about what's going on out there in society. And I made that connection where political officials, community activists, people, just community period. People it's a lot of violence going on out there in the streets. And it's something that's been going on, not just today, not yesterday, not last year, but it's been going on for a number of years. And a number of things have been tried. People have tried to enact mandatory sentences. They've tried to increase the hiring of police. They've tried longer incarcerations, which led to the problem that we have now, mass incarceration. They've tried, and I don't say these things. They've tried almost everything, and I don't say these things to disparage the police or disparage political figures, because I believe that they really are trying to make the streets safer. But it hasn't made our streets any safer. And I think that we have to start thinking outside the box. And what I mean by that, and I don't say that to say that I have all the answers or that I have the answer, because then that would mean that I don't directly understand exactly the depth of, the societal ills that we're suffering from right now. And I do understand that it's deeper than what we see. But I do, as I was saying, I believe we need to start thinking outside the box. And what I mean by that is there should be an all hands on deck approach to the violence that we see every day in our communities, in our streets. And we should listen to, it shouldn't be adults having a community meeting about children. It should be adults, children, law enforcement officials, political officials, and thinking outside the box. You should allow men and women who come from those communities and who have in the past harmed those communities and now have transformed themselves and spend every waking moment trying to, figure out ways how we can help from where we sit in these prisons. Like myself, I want to help. There are other men like myself who want to help. I want to first apologize to everyone I've ever harmed out there in society. Everyone that I've taken something from, the life that I took, I'm truly, truly sorry. And if I could change that, I would. I can't take it back, but I'm not the same person I was 30-something years ago. So what I mean when I say thinking outside the box is going back to healing. In order for something to heal wholly, because that's what healing is. Healing is to restore or to return anew. In order to heal, make whole again, you have to put all the pieces in place in order for that process to start, or in order for that process to have the potential to heal. You can't heal the family or the community if members of the community are still missing and not given that chance to return to the community. Women are out there in society by themselves with those young children. Women cannot, and although I'm sure, and I love Black women, I love all women, but they're doing the best they can. But women can only raise men, young men, to a certain point. And at that point, that's where the man needs to come in. Those young men out there running around with those guns and acting out and doing whatever they're doing, they're only doing those things because they're missing the men that should be there to influence them in a positive way. If I said anything that was helpful, believe it came from my heart. I don't have anything else to say. Thank you for listening. Shout out to Meek Mill. This is really what expensive pain is.
Yeah, and this is expensive pain.